Okay. All right, shut your faces. All right, so we're gonna work in this room right here. We're just gonna start adding and stacking more skills. So first thing is gonna be deep dead space, right? Something that does not impede our initial entry into the room. Something that after we plant our feet and we scan our sectors and we're on that next priority of work, which would be looking for work, right? Yeah, we're looking for work. Check on our buddies and we look for additional work. Does this look and sound like additional work that needs to be done?
Yes.
Could a person reasonably hide behind this that would pose a threat to us? Absolutely, right? So this kind of stuff does exist in real life, like especially people that are intentionally barricading themselves in positions. This is a great example of how they would do that. But this could represent absolutely anything. Any normal piece of furniture, another closet door, and this will represent the same problem set like another doorway, right? So being that we have a singular dead space danger area to take, right? How many people do you think it would take to do this? This is the tactical problem. How many people do I need to send to solve it? How many? Four? You want me to put 4 people back there?
No, I meant 4 in the room.
Okay.
You got 4 in the room, but then you would have one guy would be pulling security, another guy would probably just have his rifle up resting, and then 2 guys would approach this.
Okay, so we'll rewind a little bit. So we're already in the room, so give me 2 people real quick. Okay, perfect. So let's pretend it's just these 2 guys right now, right? So we'll take away the 4 for now. 2 dudes are in here, they just made their entry, they've completed their process, right? And now they're looking for additional work. They've picked on each other, they're looking for additional work. We identify that this is the next thing that needs to be taken care of. Who, in your opinion, is the best person to handle this? Okay, why?
Because he's
a good angle.
He's got a lot of depth on that angle, right? Yeah, he has a perfect route for him to run to minimize exposure. And then if and when he's ready, he controls the pace and how he decides he wants to clear that, right? So it's actually very, very simple. If you guys just be mindful, give him a little bit of room this way, he's gonna walk right up here. So Mitch communicates, he's gonna move, he's covering, and he's done, right? Very simple, okay? Notice that he didn't do the surprise walk, right? He didn't come over here and say, right? Because there's really no need to do that, okay? So while this isn't the best example of cover, right? But it is offering a tad bit of concealment. But if someone's crouched down behind there, they know you're coming, and if they are laying in wait, I definitely don't want to give them more than they've earned, right? If he's gonna drop me here, he's gonna have to earn it, okay? So I don't want to overexpose, much like how we pan the doors and we use our leading leg to make sure we're minimizing exposure. I don't want to step out too wide and lean hard and clear this. I want to make sure that my leading leg at whatever speed I'm comfortable with is what my guiding feature is to make sure that my body is not exposed to something my gun and eyes have not seen yet. Does that make sense so far? Pretty easy? Yep. Yeah. What's the reason why we don't want to have him come help with this?
He crosses in front of Mitch, blue on blue.
Yeah, and it's just, this is not necessarily a small space, but this is a 1-person job. It's probably going to be a lot more efficient for me to just have 1 person do this, and the probability of him having multiple angles of attack means that there's multiple angles of exposure, right? So if I put all my eggs in one basket right here, and he gets lucky, that's all it takes is for him to get lucky. Now I've got 2 dudes, my entire force, theoretically, for this room right here, and I'm just laying for him, right? But he also has the option, because he has a say in the fight, that if he pops up and doesn't fight this way and he wants to fight that way, we've also created a good L shape, right? Yep. So we eliminate that crossfire issue, and we add a little bit more lethality on the part that if and when he does expose himself, we've got 2 really good angles of fire to take care of that. Make sense?
Yep.
Cool.
You want to demo from the top with the pan?
From the top of the pan.
Yep. Can you all just give us some room, because this is going to be where we rotate through?
From the left.
Macaroni in a pot. That's simple.
Right, guys?
All right, smooth. Did we run? Did we rush into doing that?
Nope.
Did he jump and yell surprise?
Nope.
Nope. Pretty simple, okay?